Been a long time.
It's been a little bit since we've recorded an episode. Y'all probably didn't know that because I'm terrible about an uploading schedule.
Do the Young Bucks theme. Llama!
We have some drama to discuss, man.
Yeah.
We have the political pandemic.
The plandemic.
The plandemic.
The plandemic.
Yeah.
The freaking plandemic. Man.
Okay, so I don't know what the social landscape will be by the time I get this posted, probably next week, because I haven't advertised for the video game episode yet. But
it's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy.
I don't know what that's going to be like, but as we sit here...
Let's go with masks.
Yeah, it's about masks.
Mask off. Fuck it, mask on.
Governor Abbott decided in Texas, and as well as Mississippi, whoever their guy is.
Florida.
Okay, they decided that they were opening up 100% and removing the mask mandate. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, there's going to be two opinions online, and that's it. The liberals are going to be like, everybody's going to die. This is so awful morally, yada, yada, yada. And then the conservatives are like, ha, suck it, libs. We don't have to wear masks anymore. Like, that's the two takes.
We win.
Yeah, we win. And everyone's like a see and say. Like, you know exactly how your friends, based on their political leanings, are going to feel about things. And there's no nuance. There's no real questions being... Like, there are real questions that we can ask about this. Is it too early? What are the current case numbers looking like? There's all kinds of questions we can ask, but no one's asking them. It's just that...
How many are immune? Statistically speaking, how many people are immune?
We don't even know that. Because
we're a year in.
So many people have gotten it and had no symptoms. So we don't know. We don't know.
But we are a full year in, so a spike wouldn't feel the same.
No. Like, a lot more people are immune now. And also... I'm no fan of Governor Abbott. I'm not a Republican, but it's my feeling that this is a good thing. This is...
The way I look at it is where I always say is, like, every day it's hard to keep up to see which group of people love or hate the government.
Yeah.
Right? And it's whatever the government decides with. Like, everybody wants to trust the government, right? Everybody wants to trust Greg Abbott. Everybody wants to trust Como, the New York governor, or whatever else. Everybody wants to trust these political officials, Biden or Trump. And you're like, oh, I don't want to trust them. You want to trust somebody in that position.
If you don't want to trust them, then you're like, that's a shitty way to be, because you've like made up your mind before the situation presents itself.
Now, the thing with Abbott, and I think this is also something like nobody thinks about when it comes to like the mask thing, is Abbott's made questionable decisions before. So why should I trust that this is a smart decision? Because he tried to open up last year in the summer.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he tried that, and then it spiked. So, and don't forget the snowstorm stuff and how bad that was. Why should I trust him? And I think that's what a lot of people think is like, man, he already messed up, so what makes this different? What makes this the one smart move in the track record that has been pretty bad in this case?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like anything else. If you're a Republican type of person, you're probably going to like lean into thinking that he's making the right call. And if you're liberal, you're just not.
So, but like ultimately, when it comes down, is like wearing a mask, social distancing, technically won't kill you unless you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Right. And when I say unless you're a bitch, unless you kill yourself, which I guess that's really dark to say, but. We have a suicide episode eventually going to come out.
No, it's out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's out.
Watch suicide episode.
Yeah, watch the suicide episode.
But yeah, but that's what it kind of comes down to, right? Like, you can last, technically, you can physically last, staying distance and limiting your time going out, wearing a mask, asthma and all.
That's like been my take about this whole thing anyways. Like, I'm not a person that's for mandates very much. It's like, provide the public the education. Let them know what the virus is, how it spreads, what the options are, and then allow people to make their choices.
But we already have that, right? And people are currently making the choices. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we have all that, and it doesn't kill you to have that. But the thing is, why not wait when everything's at zero? What is the issue? Because it may
not get there, is the truth.
It may not ever get there, as in it may be a common thing with different strains for years going forward.
Yes.
But now it's easier for science to adapt.
Yes.
Like flu, like all those.
Like, I get why everyone's anxious about the vaccine. I'm fully vaccinated. I jumped on it. But
He's got Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
inside.
I've got free Wi-Fi all the time. But like I, as a trained medical professional, I understood the basis of how it works. Mm-hmm. It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's not as complicated as vaccines have been in the past. And also, we're better at doing those things. We now have like
somebody trusts the government.
No, it's not government. I trust science.
Oh, you trust science?
Yes, I trust science. Because we've done this before. We've wiped diseases out before, and it's happening right now. As much as the left don't want to acknowledge it, like, this shit's practically over if it continues at this trend. Our case numbers are nosediving faster than a woman I'm romantically interested in.
Hilarious. The numbers are diving, right?
Yeah.
No strain is crazy enough where it's that drastically different.
And the vaccines cover the different
and
strains.
Right now, currently, there's 6 to 7 strains in America, which are almost on all the strains. How did America get all the strains? Right? But they're covering, right? But like, here's the thing, it's just like, with the mask is like, people can potentially die more, like, right? Why take that chance on human deaths? American deaths, the top of human, right? Yeah, the tops, right?
This is probably not an opinion that a healthcare worker is supposed to have, but we over-validate how important and special human life is.
Man, I'm pretty sure Fauci said that.
Who?
Fauci? You know, everybody hates Fauci.
Oh, Fauci. Yeah, Fauci.
It's Fauci. Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know. Is it Fauci?
Yeah, it's Fauci.
Oh.
You threw me for a loop because Fauci was like the hotel management system we used to use.
Oh, really?
I don't remember this.
But like everybody, what was it? Z-Dog said the same thing about we needed, herd immunity and everything else. The thing nobody talked about masks is like, because we wore masks, more people wore masks and stayed distant, we cut down other diseases.
And here's the thing, the mask and social distancing thing was not an answer, and it never was. This was like, let's slow this down.
A delay. It was a delay.
Until we have the vaccine. We have the vaccine.
Because the hospital workers was just overworked people.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about people dying. It was the fact that, like, the
we didn't
medical
have the
workers
infrastructure for this.
Didn't.
Yeah. But
that's why healthcare was such an important topic for years.
Yeah. But America doesn't want to get on top of, like, preparing for these kind of things. We do the bare minimum, and that's just what it is.
We do the bare minimum with healthcare.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And also, people need to understand, like, America opening up too soon. First off, rich people are going to be fine because they're not about to go crazy. You think rich people, like, you think all these movie sets are about to, like, we're open? No, they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to take our time.
Yeah.
You know?
It was never about rich people. It's about, like, common ground, fucking middle class working people.
I think
who own businesses.
The mask thing is just like, it's, like, I don't go out enough. I'm older now. Like, I don't care. I want to go to events, but like when events are canceled, well, that deterred me. Yeah,
like whenever a town across the way announced that they were shutting bars down again during the last spike, I was like, I could go to the bar and spend $150, or I could just go spend $20 and drink at home.
I mean, I'm for me, like, I already was a big fan of face masks. Like, whenever I saw a wrestler wear a face mask, I always was like, oh, that's so cool. Now, like, face masks are abundant. I'm probably, like, still wear face masks. Get called the L word. Rather the L word than the N word. So, it was whatever. It take the trade-offs or whatever. I think masks and stuff are cool. My fat self could use the, like, huff and puff a little bit for a short jog. Maybe I'll burn some more.
Yeah. Here's the thing for, like, people who are opposed to lifting the mandates. You can pretty much do everything the way you've been doing it. Like, you don't have to go to the grocery store anymore. You can, Walmart has a fucking pickup service.
Pickup service is trash, but it is there.
Yeah.
I've tried it, never worked out.
You got, like, Grubhub and stuff like that. Like, you don't have to go out and put yourself in danger if you feel like you're in danger.
That's true. There is more than a way that services you to stay distant.
Yeah.
And people, like, they're upset, but, like, the whole mask thing, the argument came down to, like, if you cared about freedom, you were against mask mandates and lockdowns.
Which is equally dumb.
But that's what I'm saying, like, but you were against it in the first time. So, but if you agreed with it, you wasn't fully for freedom. Nobody wants to have that argument.
Fucking commie.
Yeah, nobody was fully for freedom if you didn't want to get masked. Everybody, no, I'm for freedom. Like, no, if you want the government to tell a person and impede on their freedom, what they can and can't do, you wasn't for it. Mm-hmm. You know, because you didn't believe other people that have freedom would make smart choices. But that's what comes freedom. Freedom comes with people being dumb.
And I've said that on this show before. Is like I'm opposed to government mandates on individual liberty, but I wish that people in the beginning were smart enough to be like, oh, okay, I should probably wear a mask because that's the responsible thing to do.
Yeah. Like, my mom's almost mandated. Yeah, it's cool. When I'm around my mom a lot, so she old. Yeah. She real old. She don't look old, but she old. She about 70. She'll be 70 this year. I don't want to give her COVID. I feel bad.
I was worried when my mom got it. Luckily, she didn't have anything bad happen. But.
Yeah, like... My mom handle everything. She got that old school thing, like, what? A cough? That ain't nothing.
She's
that's
a stuffy nose and like the smell
really?
And taste stuff. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, she lost smell and taste? Did she get it back?
Like a week, yeah.
Bro, if I lost smell and taste, knock on wood, I don't want to lose my smell and taste, but I would drink. I wouldn't want to be belligerent because I wouldn't have to taste it.
Yeah.
Just give me that Jaeger. Just sipping it. I would just do videos just sipping it, looking at people dead in the eye. What are you, little bitch boy? Just taking it straight to the head.
Yeah. Of course. But no, like, I don't know. I feel like it's a good time to start opening up just because of the data we're getting. And for those that don't follow that kind of thing, I'm just going to explain what the preliminary data about the vaccine rollout has been, okay? The numbers are almost too good to be real. Like, I don't want to believe it's real.
He's saying those fake numbers.
I'm not saying that.
The government lying to you.
They're just crazy good.
Trust the government.
Anyways, like 100% reduction in mortality. That means 0 people who have gotten the vaccine and then gotten COVID have died from COVID.
That's a point for Biden.
Yeah. 80% reduction in severe symptoms. 80% of people who got COVID after the vaccine did not get very sick. They had very mild symptoms.
That's because everybody smoked weed.
Oh, is weed the answer?
A lot of people say weed is the answer.
I don't know about that.
Blood and weed, bro.
I don't know about that. Like,
blood, weed, and the sun.
I had this patient
that combination.
That he said that he smoked weed because it helped him clear all the tar out of his lung from cigarettes.
That doesn't make no sense.
No. Like, people believe the wildest shit about weed. And it's ridiculous. Like,
continue, because Jesus Christ, I gotta download that one. And wow.
Yeah, like, weed cures cancer. That's been the one for a long time. No, it doesn't. I made a post about that, and everyone jumped on my ass. They were like, but they put cancer cells in a petri dish, and then they poured THC on it, and it died. And I was like, all cells die in a petri dish because they don't have a blood supply. Living tissue has to have blood.
Your Facebook posts is getting more and more better, and I just be nodding my head. That'll do.
That'll do. People, I don't know.
But the numbers apparently are going really great, but like
you practically can't transmit it to anybody if you've been vaccinated, even if you're carrying it. Like, that's astounding.
Biden said in May we'll have enough for every adult to have the vaccine.
Yeah.
But is it realistic? And that's the thing. Was it realistic in this capitalist type country to have the numbers at 0? When is it? Because who calls it too early? What would you say? Because it's not a 0?
That's what I'm saying.
How numbers did it have to be? Did it have to be 0 for it to?
I don't think so, because there's a chance it may never be 0. And that's just the way it is.
So, and that's the thing. Like, so how low of numbers did it need to be that you wouldn't be scared of a spike?
No one knows, and that's the deal. Is like, the numbers look so good right now that now's as good a time as there ever has been to try it. Like, let's try. If it gets worse, maybe we need to do something else.
That'd be crazy.
But
if it got worse.
Yeah.
COVID-20. What? That'd be wild.
It would be 21 at this point. It's named after the year it happens in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, COVID-20.
COVID is coronavirus disease 2019.
Oh, that's what that is. Mm-hmm. Damn, 2020 didn't create one?
And this is it's SARS 2.0. I mean, it's literally just part 2 of the SARS virus. That's all this is.
Oof.
SARS-CoV-2 is the official name of the virus.
Oh. So, are you ready to just never wear a mask ever again?
I mean, I would like that. It's not an inconvenience for me to wear a mask at all. I wear a freaking N95 for 12 hours at work every day. But it would be nice to not have to worry about it.
I'm black and I can wear masks and police won't pull me over or shoot me. This is liberating.
This is liberating.
Going forward, I'm wearing masks. I feel so liberating I can wear a mask and look at them.
Yeah.
You know? And what, they're going to shoot me? I'm scream Trayvon Martin until it's my lungs. Top of my lungs.
And I guess people just want, like, the whole machine to stop.
The what?
The whole machine to stop. They're saying we should stay in lockdown longer.
Biden decided against it because the vaccine and stuff.
Yeah. I know, but I'm saying, like, people bitching about states starting to
people are scared and nobody... Here's the thing. Everybody wants to say, oh, we got science on our side. You know what you got? You're ignorant. You're dumb. Everybody... No science, because there's multiple levels to science, right?
Well, there's multiple opinions you can take away from what the data says. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It's always open to opinion.
I always saw liberals saying they was ready for Darwinism. And then when Darwinism happened, I saw them all bitch out.
Yeah. Like
every last one of them backed down.
Darwinism would have been just letting the shit run, and who dies, dies. That's
if they die, they die.
Yeah. That's because that was like a force of nature. And you can only do so much to control a force of nature. It's just like tornadoes. They've been around forever. We haven't figured that shit out yet.
We make them? The government? The weather machine?
The government makes
them. Joe was trying out the weather machine with the snow, bro. What you talking about? Yeah, bro. We know global warming? We clearly know weather.
We're making the warming happen intentionally.
Yes.
At this point, that's not inaccurate.
There we go. We control the weather, man. We already went through the conspiracy talk. You know.
Well, everything on this show revolves a little bit around conspiracy talk.
Is it? The COVID-19 was killing people. Facts.
Yes.
You know. The mask helps delay and a little bit of prevention with social distancing. Facts.
Yeah.
The mask does not mean you can't get the disease still.
The end goal always has been herd immunity. And as long as we're trying to prevent anybody from getting sick, which is what a lot of people think this is, then that never happens.
Both sides were ignorant.
Yeah.
Every side was like, that's why I was like, man, I don't think y'all understand, right? Like, if you had somebody old with you, you had kids or something like that you didn't want to get sick, then you stayed out.
Yeah.
Made perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But if not, then you kind of tried your best to go day to day. You know, if you had nobody that you were worried about killing or somebody you knew like, hey, I'm autoimmune over here.
Yeah.
Can't, you know?
Yeah. The ultimate goal always has been that everyone has to either get sick or get vaccinated.
I haven't been either.
Yeah.
Neither of it. I haven't been sick.
Well, you may have had the virus and you don't know about it. That's the thing.
Damn, my gene's better than everybody. I'm the top 1%.
Well,
I'm better than you and you know it.
Well, not 1%. It's about 40% of people get it and don't have symptoms. So.
40?
Yeah.
40%?
Yeah. That's why we don't know where the immunity's at. We don't know how.
That's like open the state back up numbers.
Yeah.
But
that's what you have. That's why you have to take into consideration. Like the last herd immunity figure I saw was like in mid-January, and it was like 33% of the populace of the U.S. was immune. But we don't know about the 40% of the total population that gets the virus and doesn't have symptoms, so they are immune and they don't know it.
I honestly think I didn't get it because my girlfriend stays sick a lot. She has a terrible immune system. She's usually sick. So I don't think I got it because she didn't get sick.
I've taken care of people who were immunosuppressed, and they didn't know they had COVID until they got in the hospital and tested positive, but they had no symptoms.
I saw a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But, like, that'd be crazy if I got COVID. Like, dang, I got COVID. Like, I would at least like to know, like, oh, yeah, you had COVID 2 months ago. Really? I'm about to party and cough on everything.
And the deal
I'm about to blow out other people's birthday cakes.
And the thing is, like, you can't even really know, right? Because right after you have the virus and your body fights it off, you have antibodies. But those go away. And then it's your memory T cells and your B cells. Killer T's, memory B's, my bad. That handle that. So you can't even like reliably go and get an antibody test done because you could be past that phase of it but still have immunity.
That's crazy. I've never been tested. I've never gotten. I don't plan to get the virus. I don't plan to get the vaccine.
You need to when you can.
Why?
It's the responsible thing to do.
What?
Yeah.
You mean just like wearing a mask after the mandate's over?
I'm not going to think less of you. I'm not going to force it on you, but I'm saying, like, you should, realistically.
Just like wearing a mask after the mandate's over.
I mean, do what you want.
No, don't change what you just said. Keep that same energy.
No, I'm keeping the same energy. Do what you want, but it is the responsible thing to get the vaccine because the numbers are in, and they're great. They're great.
You know what? Fantastic. You know what a responsible thing is? I barely see people.
That is true.
All right, I barely see people. So why I need to like? Oh, here he got the vaccine, even though he don't see people. Right? Like I barely see anybody. You know?
That's true, but it only takes that one. You know.
Only that's true. It does only take that one. That's why you should still wear the mask after the mandate's over.
Do what you want.
No, why do you back out every time?
No, like that's kind of the role of a medical worker. Is like this is what you should do, but do what you want. It's ultimately your life and your decision, but I can give.
But guidance. You said it's responsible, right?
It's responsible, yes.
It's responsible for me personally.
It's responsible for everyone.
I don't like shots. I'm scared of needles. I have no tattoos. I don't have no piercings. Well, I had one piercing. I have 3 piercings. I'm scared of needles. Legit scared. Not one of them people like, I'm scared of needles, but tap me up. No, bro. I look at that needle like, nah, bro. Stay
it's
down.
It's a shot, bro.
Huh?
It's just a shot.
Is it a shot?
Yeah, it's
just
a shot.
You know how struggle it was? My parents gave up giving me shots after a while. They were like, did he get all his shots? Good, we ain't never doing this again. Fighting, bro. Fighting. It was struggle. I tried to get over this needle thing by giving blood. But then they told me I should never ever try giving blood because I have small veins, and they don't want to deal with me ever again. And
not something you hear from those people very often.
Yeah, it was. She shamed me, and then she saw that I was really upset because I was like, damn, you just put me on blast. I'm sorry, I got small veins. Didn't notice the issue.
Phlebotomists are weird. They're a weird breed, man.
She shamed me, but then she noticed I was real young, and she just shamed me. Everybody's like, why is there drama happening? And I just got quiet, and she was like, you get your shirt and cookies. So there you go. She did. She tried, and then she stopped in the middle of it, and look how much blood you filled up. You can't even fill up a fill thing. I remember you from last time. Stop coming here and wasting our time. And I was just like, yo. I am sorry. I am trying here.
Now, phlebotomists are a weird breed. Anytime a phlebotomist at the hospital notices, I've got this big ass cephalic vein that runs along the radial side of my wrist. It's the top side here.
Yeah.
And anytime they see that, they're like, "Oh man, I could start an IV on you blindfolded." It's like, why is that the thing you think?
It's so, but he do say weird stuff like that. I seen ever since then I said I stopped trying to give blood, and every time I run into a person that's giving blood, I'm don't you want to help? And I'm like, no, I can't. And they'll look at my arm and say some weird stuff I can get blood out of anything. And I'll be like, this ain't a competition.
I'm glad you're proud of your skill set.
And they'll say some dumb thing they're legendary at it. I can do it so easy. I'm like, no, just leave me be.
That's another weird narrative that's in the public a lot. Is I see people saying there's a shortage of blood and that's why you should give blood. There's no shortage of blood. There's so much fucking blood.
But they pay a lot, though, so.
I mean, I get that, but there's so much blood.
Isn't blood more expensive than water? Yeah. Or something? Blood's more... No, it was something significant that blood's more expensive than now.
I don't know, but there's, no issues finding blood ever. If you need blood, it's there.
I thought, O-type or the AB type or something?
There's so much of all of it. There's so much of everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anytime you have to transfuse someone, it's just
What about organs?
Organs, there's a shortage of. People are still weird about that whole thing.
Okay.
That's why just be an organ donor, dude. After you're dead, you don't need that shit.
Man, yeah, but conspiracy theory, they be messing with people.
I ain't gonna give a shit after I'm dead. Take my organs and throw me in a hole.
Your loved ones care. It's a responsible thing to do.
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't want to bring them more grief.
They're gonna be sad either way. Feel the grief.
Feel it all.
Feel it.
I mean, I guess.
I don't want to be in a casket because I don't want to take up more land space that's not going to deteriorate. Just throw me in a hole. Let me.
What if they recreate you as an engine?
That'd be weird. A sentient engine. If they could move my fucking consciousness into an engine.
Put you in a Z.
What was that movie about the sentient Volkswagen Beetle, Herbie?
Herbie, yeah.
That with his
remake it with a Z, bro.
Yeah. Be interesting.
Yeah, you just can put it into it.
All right, so In summary, I want people to like not freak out and be scared. Like that's it. Like the numbers are doing good. The cases are falling off. In the last 2 weeks, they've fallen off dramatically. Like, let's see what happens. If it gets worse, then we can react to that. But
and also, you don't have to go to big events.
You don't. Yeah, if they reopen, you don't have to.
You can let people be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, like, let people be stupid. It's your freedom to let them be stupid. Mm-hmm. They have the freedom to be stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't plan to get vaccinated, but I don't plan to hang out with a bunch of people. I really keep to myself. I don't really go out. If I do go out, like if I do go to the gym, I wear gloves and a mask, and it sucks. But I'm fat anyway, so it sucks anyway. So I was like damn, I'm out of shape. I was like, damn, this mask. But then I'm like, no, I'm out of shape. It's me.
That's how I feel when I'm doing any kind of cardio. It's like, I'm so out of shape.
Oh, don't forget to talk about how, I got asthma, and I can't wear a mask.
Oh, yeah.
And anxiety, and I can't wear a mask.
And the old, like, country boy tops are the worst about that. I can't breathe with that shit on. It's like,
I can't breathe, man. They stole our Black Lives Matter slogan. I'm tired of you people taking our slogans.
Sorry. I apologize on behalf of all of the crusty whites.
The crusty ones.
Yeah, the crusty whites. Now, they've done extensive testing on this, and you can wear, like, 50 surgical masks and your O2 saturation doesn't drop at all.
It's almost like if you actually looked at science, you would know that. People.
Look, like, oxygen stays in your blood so well if you're not sick or have some kind of impairment. We're starting to move towards breathless CPR now.
Good, because breathing CPR is rape on an unconscious woman.
Well, I think they were more worried about you touching the breast area for chest compressions. That's what...
People be copping the feel?
No.
I've never seen that.
Okay, I don't know if people think that men are just like animals across the board, and we are. We are animals across the board. But, like, I've never been in an emergent situation in any time and just been like, oh, I'm getting to touch titties. Like, no. It's not like that. It's like, oh, shit, this person's gonna die.
How horny you gotta be to see somebody dying and you just got a boner like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I hope she lives so we can try a date. Like, I don't, that's weird, bro.
No, we're moving towards like compression only CPR because like oxygen stays in your blood for a decent amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't buy that you can't breathe it. Regardless of what your condition is. We put surgical masks on COVID patients when we're moving them. It doesn't hurt their oxygenation.
I think it's time to go get the little Neuralink thing.
Oh,
so we can be like car engines. If we get sick, they plug us up. Oh, that's why your check engine light's on right there.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It's an alternator right there. Yeah, we got to fix that.
Yeah, there you go. But that'll do it for this episode. Mm-hmm. We'll see you guys soon.